Hello guys and welcome back. This is my second video reviewing the Lisa Eldridge eyeshadow palettes. If you haven't seen the first video, I talked a little bit about the palettes overall. I tried the Sorcery lip liner and lipstick, and I also reviewed the Cinnabar and Muse eyeshadow palettes together. So if you want to see those, go back and check those out. I'll have a playlist on the side. And now we are going to move in with Myth. This one, when Lisa Eldridge applied it, it kind of pulled me in. There's something about it that I was very excited. And I'm just trying to get it out of the package. And the outside, it's beautiful like all her other ones. And this is the inside. Oh, it looks so good. So this is a close-up of the eyeshadow palette. You have some velvets, a top coat, you have a metallic, and I think those are the only three formulas in here. So this one right here is Nocturama, and it's a velvet, and it looks black, but from what I remember, these mattes, I think this is a really deep, plummy, like eggplant color. Yes, this is gorgeous. I love this velvet formula. Next one right here is Illusion, and it is a top coat. And this, from my experience with the other one, are extremely soft. Yeah, the Cinnabar had it. So that is the top coat, and these don't have a base, it's just the glitter. And I actually think that this one's more intense than the one in the Cinnabar. I think that one was extremely soft, it didn't show up at all, but I feel like if you put that one even on top of the deeper one, it'll show up a lot more. Moving on to this one right here, this is Mauve Decade. Decade. And then let's swatch it here. Oh, just these mattes. I think this is a velvet as well. Yes, I think this one has only velvet as their mattes, and I'm so glad that they are stunning, and I really like that color. I think it's gonna be beautiful. All right, moving on to this metallic. It's called Faded Amethyst. Ooh, okay, so this metallic seems much creamier than the other metallics that I've tried from her. It almost feels like that luster, or let me look here on the back. It feels like the luminous color. So that's interesting. I love these, the amethyst colors, these purples that are a cool tone and deeper. That is so gorgeous. Now, when Lisa used them, they look lighter on her, and she uses now shade 11 in her foundation, and I use the same shade. So I'm curious how deep it's gonna go on me. All right, this middle one right here is Victorian Trim. Look at that sheen that this has. These mattes are so good. That's a terrible swatch, but that is the color. Much brighter than I expected, and my fingers, you know, stain probably. And last one is a Violet Stone. So those are the shades. And you can see they're definitely more pigmented, more intense than in her other ones. All right, let's start playing. I'm excited. I am going to start with this one right here. It seems to be kind of like the only transition shade that I could use, and it goes on much lighter. It's interesting how it's swatched so much deeper, but I think these you can really build them up. I actually really like that about these mattes, just because you can control the product a little bit more. That is a really pretty color. I do feel like I have to build up this color a little bit more. Again, this formula reminds me a lot of the Tom Ford, the new Creme formula, which is one of my favorite formulas from him. It's very similar. It's that cream to powder formula. They feel very creamy, very soft, blend in so easily. And, you know, they go in soft and then you can build up the color, you know, to show up. I like that so, so much. Okay, now I'm like, I don't know which way to go. Do I want to put that in my crease? Do I want to do a halo eye? You know, I definitely want to incorporate all of them, but I kind of want to take this one all over the lid. At least start towards the end right here. And then, yeah, it's so deep on me. I may start it towards the outer corner here first. And kind of fade it in. Oh, that's such a pretty shade. I'm going to take a flat brush, or not so flat, just one like this, and kind of try to control this color a little bit more. Oh, I just love that color. Definitely, definitely deep. I'm taking a fluffy brush. It's clean, it's just stained, and just blend that into the crease. I think with these, what I've noticed is that when you apply it with your finger, and once you blend it out, it almost blends away a little bit, or it just blends a little bit too much to where, like, I feel like I have to go back in it and pick that up, which it doesn't bother me, but just mentioning that. I love that color. I love the undertone. So pretty. There's something about this color that I really, really like. It's probably the undertone. I think it's stunning. Now, with the same fluffy brush, I'm going to take this purple right here and kind of build up that outer corner. So see, it doesn't pick up a ton. Like, I really put this in there, and I felt like it picked up just enough, but not too much. Oh, this pulls much more pink almost. Let's see it in the crease. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell. Like, it's a little brighter than in here. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be deeper. But that's not a bad thing, because I felt like I could use another like crease color. It's picking up this color right here. Like, that color's almost gone off of my lid. Like, the shimmer, I have to go back in and blend that and add more shimmer. So it's almost like it doesn't stick to my eye, that shimmer, which is interesting because I have seen some reviews and people have no issues with that. So interesting. I'm gonna go back into that one and add more. I'm going to move to the lower lash line real quick. Take this one and bring it down here. Definitely smudging it out. And then go in with the purple and add quite a bit there. I mean, this purple is so interesting because it pulls brighter and pinker. I like it. It's really pretty. It's just not what you see in the pan. Now, for the fun of it, we are going to take that little shade on here and just add it. Kind of saw Lisa Eldridge doing this, just adding a little pop of color with this shade, and I really loved that look. That it was kind of just placed there, but it blends in, like you guys can see, just blends into itself. Like, I don't have to blend anything. I just have to tap it there, and there it is. It just blends. I love these mattes so much. I am going again with this one because I feel like I lost it again. Just adding more. I really like this shade, so I really want it to be quite bright. I think it's just such a good shade. Let's take the topper right here, and I'm gonna place this in the inner corner and connecting it right there. Okay, this one definitely shows up so much more than the other top coat that I've tried. Can you see? And it has a shift. It's really pretty, actually. I'm gonna take this under here as well and use this in my inner corner. I may just use a brush because of my nails. That is a pretty shade, and I feel like it does give quite a lot of impact, yet still being feminine and pretty. I want to take this color right here and put it on my lower lash line. I feel like that could be fun. Just add a little bit right here. Yeah, connect those two. And then I'm going to take the darkest one and pretty much tight line right up here and add more depth. And I'm going to bring it, smudge it in quite a bit, all the way in the inner corner. And this brush from Refer number 23, it's a must. You guys need to have this, and they have a sale. So hopefully they still have it in stock because it's so wonderful. So really smudging this on the lash line all the way in. I want it to be a little bit more rounder rather than a very V like cat eye. Obviously it's still going to be because my eye shape is quite almondy, but don't want it to be too much. So this is what we're looking like. I actually love this so much. I think it's fun yet still elegant and unique. I'm gonna tap a little bit the lips and just make them less bright. And I'm going to put mascara on and I'll show you the finished look. So this is the finished look. I put a lot of mascara and I actually took a black liner and put it all the way in the inner corner and outer corner and in the waterline, which I don't do often because I feel like it closes my eyes a little bit. I just wanted to try it and I felt like this kind of look requested something like this. And that's it. That's the finished look. I actually love this look. I love this palette so much more than the Cinnabar and then the Muse one. I think to me it's more unique, and the color story, I don't know why I love it. I love this color story. I could see myself using this more often than the other ones, even though those are more matte. I think this, I'm just in the vibe of these purples, and I like the undertones that they're not super bright purples and neon-y. They're more muted, but they have an impact. I really like this color right here. I could see myself using this all over the lid with this one in the crease and maybe this topper right in the center. I like that the topper from this one is brighter and you can definitely see it right there in the inner corner, and it does more. I love everything about this palette, guys. I think it's so good. Definitely you won't get a ton of different colors. Of course, you're gonna get these like just mauve-y tones, but they're elegant and unique. And even though you have that sparkle and that kind of duochrome, because this definitely has that shift to it, it is still elegant and it's still pretty and it just works. I like this dark color. I felt like I would put it all over the my lash line, and it wasn't too harsh. It was easy to blend in, and I was able to build it up quite intensely. This color right here surprised me because it's just, it has like a pinky undertone almost, or when it fades out, it's more of a little muted fuchsia color. It's a very interesting color. I like it a lot. And then this one, I also think it's a fun pop of color. So I think this palette is amazing. I love it. I think you can do more of an everyday look, or you can amp it up and do some fun colors. I feel like this I missed in my collection. I have the Huda one, the rose quartz. I absolutely love it. But those are super, the shimmers are super intense and glitzy, and I think to me this is a little bit more elegant. Even though it's smoky and it's color, I think I could wear it and still feel very elegant. So yeah, I really like this palette, guys. Definitely more than the other ones, and not that the quality isn't good in the other ones. I just think for me personally, this adds something to my collection, where the other ones, the mattes were incredible, but the shimmers, I had them kind of over and over, And this to me is just fun, unique, and the formula is incredible. So those are my thoughts on this palette. If you're interested in any other palettes from Lisa Eldridge, just check the playlist and you will see a review of every single one of these palettes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next video.